I was officially 18 years old today. Now, I've been posting content just not that long, possibly in like, if I'm not mistaken, March. Yeah, and ever since I've been really, really consistent. Not really. Sometimes I did skip like for a whole month, which is crazy and shouldn't be happening. Now, I always see on internet people posting like, oh, how I make 100k at 15 years old and so on, and I never understand why did they wanted to expose their age, right? And I always try to hide it because I am a firm believer that people didn't respect as much when you are a lot younger. They, some of them, possibly some of them, have a bit of a logical fallacy, I would say. They think that people with a lot younger of age might be not that thoughtful, right? And they should not have much of an experience, which is understandable if it was in a certain topic, such as like what a relationship, right? Older people might know much more about it. But like in terms of business or anything, I think I am quite good at it because I started pretty young and I fail a lot. And I'm not saying it's all fun and games, it was all just sunshine and rainbow, and it never was perfect. And being 18 right now made me realize, like, now if I want to make a Google account, I don't have to lie anymore. Which is like, I used to just like put my actual birthday, which is like today, and then put the year 2000, so that like my age is gonna be like 20 or something. And yeah, it just have been really pretty much that way ever since. I always want to act like I was sort of 20 years old, which I think it wouldn't, it is kind of stupid if I have to think about it back then. But it's like kind of like a good decision, I think. I'm not sure about any other people. And being 18 years old today, it just like teach me a lot a lot of my failed journey. Like, if you don't know, I've started doing like cold calling since I was 15 years old. And if you think like, oh, I just like do cold calling for like 3 days and then I get client, you're mental. I've done this shit like 2 years straight failing, by the way, straight failing. I was ass at it. I'll admit that I was really bad at it. And there is just like a course for you to learn, which is you have to be bad at it first. And if you think you're bad, I was terrible. Believe me, I was terrible with my imperfect English back then. Yeah, it just sort of a lot of things I have to carry on. It's just a struggle. And being 18 now is just a bit weird because like I'm like now legal. I'm not saying like I wanted to watch some weird ass thing, you weirdo. I'm not, right? But it's just that sort of right now it felt like there is like possibly like a trophy or just like I don't know what to say, like a stone or like what you call this shit, I don't know, and put in the bag. It's like a accountability type shit, right? It's just getting heavier, which is as man I have to just deal with it, even though I have some other issues. Like back then I used to just procrastinate in like events like this, such as, oh, today's my birthday, why not just relax type shit. It's just stupid, right? Or sometimes like, oh, today is going to be a terrible day, such as like, oh, I have a driving test, I cannot work today because like today feel horrible type shit. Which is like, there is something that I've learned over the time, which is like for some of you it might be a little bit weird, like why not just like do the work? I know I'm growing, like I'm learning this thing. I'm trying to figure this stuff out too. Yeah, this video is possibly, I'm not gonna cut anything. I'm just trying to be as raw as possible and post this on YouTube. Because it's gonna be a bit of caption, why not, right? And yeah, in overall, I think it's just like really lonely, to be honest. Being right now is just really lonely. We graduated from high school and like I still remember the day I graduated, I just go back home because like I answered the last paper so asked me that it was terrible, right? And then I just sleep there and I stare at the ceiling in the dark. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a song, right? And I don't know, I literally shut down like a damn laptop and like completely asleep. I just sometimes wake up because I wanted to pray or something. And then it was the next day and I remember I opened up a laptop, which is this laptop, my older laptop, and went straight saying like, fuck it, like it all ended anyways. It all just like boom, it's gone, right? It don't matter anymore. And like throughout all of this journey, of course you're gonna be yearning, like you're gonna be missing something, and like it is something that you need to I mean, I'm not sure about you, but for me, I have to learn to have all this emotional regulation while still having it, while still have to deal with it. I still have to do some work. So because of that, as of for today, I'm not gonna stop. Even though I actually get a book for yesterday, I have the clip somewhere around here. I'm possibly gonna put in it, which I get another book, and I just realized the method. And the method is like literally just call on WhatsApp, because like based on my country, WhatsApp is like one of the best platform, and one of the platform that people use mainly for business, especially for local type business, which a niche that I'm targeting as of right now, right? Like that's the actual method, because like normally when I call based on the actual number, right, on straight dialing, right, they often didn't answer it, or like if they answer it and since they're interested, I WhatsApp them, they wouldn't respond, right? Which is mental, and it's kind of harsh for me. It's quite harsh. But if you call on WhatsApp, it has shown that they respond to the WhatsApp, right? So yeah, and you might be thinking like how to figure this thing out, or like laid off this thing. It's just impossible. You have to do it in terms of volume. And yeah, I learned that a bit late, by the way. Like, I hope if I can repeat it, the number one thing I would advise is just like start early, do so many volumes, and based on that volume, you will realize a pattern, right? When based on that pattern, you actually have data, and data is power. When you have power and you have the data, you can analyze where's your mistake and what should be improved, and what is the other method you should try here and there. So yeah, that's based on my experience as of right now, which is crazy, right? So yeah, I didn't have much to say. Like, who the fuck would want to watch this fucking vid about a freaking Chad talking about how he's fucking 18 today, possibly gonna watch some weird shit later? I'm not, okay? I promise I will not. Yeah, it's been a journey. To be honest, like, this business has been like, I don't know, 90% of my life. I've put all the sweat and work to it, and a lot of my childhood based on, I just really obsessed about it. And was it worth it? I mean, in terms of the business, it was worth it, but in terms of like the life, possibly you're gonna lose the catch up a little bit here and there, which is fine. It's fine, it's great, right? You're gonna lose friend anyways, so like why not just make the reason possibly quicker, or much more reasonable, which is trying to focus on your career, trying to focus on yourself and bettering yourself. But yeah, even you're possibly gonna lose all of your friends, you're gonna meet another. But I'm kind of scared of that too, because like later on, will I meet people as competent as my old friend? Because like my old friend, we have a business together, which is crazy. Like my whole life and my whole personality has been like doing business and persuasion, talking or something like that, and just bombarding jokes here and there. I don't know, but yeah, I'm not sure if I can meet people as competent as me and as my old friend, which I make a business with back then. And if they are as competent, will they be a competent person that have the same interest with me, pick the same interest with me, and could we actually work together? That's like number one perks and the number one diamonds I'm trying to find, which is gonna be hard. I've been trying to find an actual business partner for decades, man. Got ghosted so many times, wasting my time on these like dumbass meetings, trying to explain what I did, what's my proposition, what he should did, and this got ghosted straight, which is causes in a higher level of loneliness. So yeah, it's fine. We learn, we going, we still keep going. But yeah, you possibly notice I'm just like a bit messy. I just literally just got wake up. But yeah, today gonna be simple job. I'm going to complete some of the kind of fulfillment, and then possibly doing cold calling marathon. I'm just trying to get a lot of books, because I don't want to be dependent on just one client. Because I realized when later on I get into possibly like it's time to, I don't have the time anymore. I can just focus on the fulfillment, which is the fun part, I would say, or the part where I can delegate or find a team, right? And just trying to get as much client, trying to get as much money, because very much needed, right? And overall, I think later on I'm gonna start journaling.